Hello folks, this is Darcy May. Many of you know me from Hubbard Hall, but most of you do not know that I am an illustrator with a degree in illustration from University of the Arts in Philadelphia. I'm going to show you some simple drawing techniques and tools and tricks to use when you're sketching at home. Okay, so I want to talk to you about some tools and some things that you can use to sketch at home. I like to sketch on newsprint pads. This is a 12 by 18 newsprint. It's cheap, you can get thick pads of it, and it's got a kind of nice tooth to the paper, and that's what I prefer to sketch on, and that's what I learned to use as a student. However, if you've got 8.5 by 11 print paper at home, or really any sketchbook, first thing I used when I went to art school for sketching was vine charcoal. This is a piece of vine charcoal. It's very light, snaps very easily, it's very soft. When you use it for sketching, it makes a nice easy line, and you can go in with more sharp detail. There's other forms of charcoal that you can use as well. This is a kind of a chalk pressed charcoal. It's very hard, makes a thinner line, you have to push harder. I don't personally like it because it gives me that feeling of nails on a blackboard kind of feeling. Or you can use charcoal pencils. As you can see, this one's got one of the strings you pull down and peel, and it's an even harder form of charcoal. So those are the three types of charcoal for sketching. I prefer Conti. Conti is a type of a clay that's used for sketching. It's kind of like a firmed clay. It's soft, but in the pencil form, it doesn't get all over your hands. I like to use sepia, which is sort of this orange terracotta color. Also comes in many shades. This is a brown, and there's also a black that I've got. That is what I prefer to sketch with, mainly because it makes anything you draw look like a Leonardo. If at home you've got, these are HB pencils, B-level pencils. A soft pencil is great for sketching, but if you've got your basic number 2 pencil, that's fine too. I would suggest when sketching with a number 2 pencil to not sharpen it to a fine point, and those are great tools for sketching as well. A good way to begin with sketching is to get a kind of gestural drawing of the entire subject you're going to sketch. Part of it is the way you hold your tool. Many people don't know that, if you hold your pencil in the standard way, it's going to make your range very small. If you hold your tool from above, you can get great swooping movements by drawing with your arm instead of your hand. If you can use the gesture of your entire arm rather than focusing on the details, you get a much more smooth and natural sketch. Okay, subject. For subjects in sketching, there are many subjects, especially around your house. You can sketch your rooms, your family, your pets, your houseplants, your dishes. You can create a still life. You can draw a chair. You can draw a curtain. You can do drapery. You can really choose so many subjects. Something to focus on when you're looking for something to sketch. If you were going to draw, say, if you were going to draw a house, you'd be better off gesturing in the entire house first before you begin focusing on the polka dot curtains in the attic bedroom. It's good to not get too detailed and too tiny too quickly. Get used to the feeling of drawing with your whole arm and then focus in smaller. I think we'll sketch just some simple ivy leaves. I don't know what kind of houseplants you have at your homes, but I find a sprig of ivy is a good place to start. Okay, so for example, if I was going to start with these ivy leaves, first thing I would do is sketch in my branch. Sketch in this sprig right here, okay, with a gesture. So that's the overhand drawing, to try to get the feeling of the branching of the leaf. Once you have your gesture drawing in, you can take the tool for more control in your fingers and add in the details with a darker and finer line. Okay, and once you've gestured and then you fine-tuned it a little bit, now you can go in with a little shading and detail. Okay, and now we've sketched our first sprig of ivy. The Hub challenge for this week is to try and do a sketch at home. See if you've got some houseplants in your home that you'd like to try to do some sketches of, and send them on in to us at the Hub. Thank you so much for joining us for the Hub Visual Arts sketching class today, and hope you guys are staying safe.